Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Dice House from the Assassin's Creed 3 commentary. As you see, we made out of Boston and we're back home.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
You left me in Boston.
The training we've done here is all well and good, but experience is a better teacher by far.
What of my father?
Into the wind, I'm afraid.
We have to find him.
And we will, after the house has been repaired.
But he's out there plotting who knows what.
And what would you do when you found him? If you found him? You're a boy with a few months of training. He's a man full grown who spent decades honing his skills. If you're going to stand a chance against the Templars, you're going to need these. Go on before I change my mind.
And on getting the Hidden Blades and all that, you get access to a lot of the hunting challenges that are involved. Some of them, obviously, killing, not to mention the brawler challenges as well.
Sir, please, help! He's going to die!
Who?
There's no time! Please come!
And here we go. This is the river rescue mission part of Sequence 5 here. Basically, the only thing you have to do is make sure you do not touch the water while rescuing Terry, who is floating down the river here in a log, which we'll see here in a short moment as we run through the snow.
Down there! He's just passed under the bridge!
Someone! Help! Help me!
Now the key to this is obviously it's the free run, making sure you're going through here. Don't hold the X button down too much, except for when you're coming across certain logs and everything that you can easily hurtle over. It's like this one right here, you can't really hurtle over. Also watch out for that wolf. It's always right there. That log right there you can easily hurtle over. Obviously, I messed it up a little bit. Yeah, but there's always a wolf right there. If you don't get, if you're lucky, he won't hassle you. The trick to this, though, is coming up here, jumping across all these limbs right here, but then making sure that you're jumping to where you're going to land on that log. Well, it's like obviously the animation is going to have you, or the scene is going to have you diving into the water, but that will complete your optional objective for
What
this
the
sequence.
Sinobend is trying to say is he's forever in your debt, sir.
Who are you calling? A knob end?
You, because you are one.
What were you doing on those logs?
One of the dangers of lumbering. We've got the camp set up a few rods off of here as we're cutting timber. We're hoping to open a mill in the area.
There's a good place not far from the manor on the hill where I'm staying.
I like you already. We'll have a look.
Alright, so right there you've basically just recruited your first artisan for your homestead. There's going to be another artisan mission and all that, homestead mission, where you can recruit another artisan immediately after this. Basically, though, go around and do as many of the homestead missions as you can.
I'll miss the peace and quiet, but we can certainly use the wood.
The manor needs a lot of work.
That and other things. Meet me at the small shack by the shoreline when you have time. There's something else.
Always want to make sure that you do those things in between
What is it?
your regular, main missions and all that stuff. That way you can, get the upgrades and all that, earn extra income and everything like that, because you're going to need them, especially for when you are getting ready to do this next part, or at least for what you're going to get with this asset that Achilles was speaking of right here. I'm going to go ahead and show you this right here. Went ahead and skipped ahead all the traveling stuff.
Go away! Said go away, boy! Do you not speak the King's English? Oh, I didn't see you there, old man. I'd have set my home in order if I'd known you'd be calling.
The boy's name is Connor. He's here to restore the property.
Restore? Restore? Pardon my manners. She's still the fastest in the Atlantic. Sure, she needs some attention. Minor things mostly, but with a little affection, she'll fly again.
Who is she?
Who is she? Why, the Aquila boy, the ghost of the North Seas.
The boat.
A boat? She's a ship boy, and make no mistake about it. I thought you brought him here to restore order. I reckon he's the greenest thing on the frontier.
Connor, meet me back at the manor when you've finished here.
You said it requires repairs. You able?
She does need work. A ship is a she, boy. And yes, I can refit her, but I'm lacking in the proper supplies. Some quality timber would help me get started.
I can see to that. How long before she is able to sail again?
Just get me the lumber, boy. I'll raise a crew.
So now we're back at the mansion
There you
here.
are. I've something to show you. Come, take a look.
What is it?
A ledger. It lets us manage the homestead's dealings.
And these?
That was years ago. Before the slow fever, before the Templars, before everything collapsed. But that's all in the past. Better we focus on what's in front of us. Take up the ledger, and I'll teach you how it all works.
Basically, I mean, this is going to run you through a tutorial on how to do your stockpiling stuff at your homestead, all your crafting and your trading. It's a really easy thing to figure out when you go through and do it. So that's basically why I cut it out, because it's really cut and dry. There's no like real tricks to it. Bear pelts and beaver pelts are the most things you're gonna get the most profit out of
and work.
for trading.
What little free time Achilles allowed me was spent learning about the Templars, about Charles Lee and my father. I longed to confront them, to put an end to their schemes, to ensure my people would remain untroubled and free. But I knew it was too soon, that to approach them now would see me killed. All my work would be for nothing. Patience, restraint. These proved the most difficult subjects for me. But in time I mastered them as well. Days became months, months became years. And as my skills and knowledge grew, so too did I.
Okay, so now we're gonna, like I said, next missionary is on the other side of the water there. So I'm gonna skip us ahead here, and we're going to go on what is basically the tutorial for the naval portion of the game, which is an entirely new thing. Also, we get a first look here at our world mini map or world map and all that for your fast travels. The naval campaign portion of this game, though, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and I've been having a blast doing all the little side missions and everything with it. Also, there's a quest line on there too, but I don't think it's actually part of the main sequence.
Come aboard and feast your eyes, boy. No, 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 not the left foot. Never the left foot. Horrible look. Step with your right foot first.
She is solid?
Aye. Weatherly and sleek. She'll fetch 12 knots in a stiff gale. Ne'er a ship from here to Singapore can outrun her on her best day. What do you say we take her out? Show you what she can do firsthand.
Where would we go?
As it happens, she still needs guns and the officers to command them. We'll launch straight away. Don't worry, lad. I'll make sure you sprout good sea legs. Haul in the mainsail! Get on the
I
rigging!
recommend,
Hand over
after
fist.
this
Come
mission
on,
here,
men.
before you
Let's
start
get
in
her
on
out where
any
she
of the
needs to be.
naval missions, where you're going on a ship, privateering and stuff like that, I highly recommend that you wait until you've got the Aquila fully upgraded. You're going to be able to buy upgrades like additional hull protection, extra guns, different types of shot for your cannons, not just the broadside cannons, but for the swivel guns as well. I definitely recommend that you get that all fully upgraded, because it's going to make the privateering missions and the actual side mission sequence thing go a lot smoother for you.
Come on, lad. No time like the present.
Several optional objectives involved here. The first of which you're going to deal with right now is to sustain no damage before you reach Martha's Vineyard, which really isn't overly difficult thing to do. Just make sure you don't bump into any ships or the rocks.
If you call for half sail, the men will hop to it and she'll pick up. Half sail! Ah! The Aquila flies again! Do you feel it, lad? Set a course for Martha's Vineyard. We'll find our guns and officers there. She's a nimble vessel, but the faster she goes, the more cumbersome she grows. And the firmer your hand needs to be. Enjoy this stretch of open water before we come upon those shallows. Call for full sail if you like. Try her at full sail. Full sail.
Going full sail obviously is going to make you go a lot faster.
Wind looks to be shifting.
But with any vehicle,
Sailor,
whether it's a
gusty winds can be difficult to manage.
airplane, a car, a ship, the faster you're going, the harder it's going to be to control turns. So going half sail, especially when you have wind gusts like this, you definitely want to go half sail and all that. Slow it down, it makes it a lot easier for you to turn around. You're going to be able to upgrade the rudder on the Aquila too in the future after this, to where it's going to be a lot more manageable, easier to turn it around. But I still recommend going half sail and all, especially when you're trying to make a really tight turn. Because, like I said, with every vehicle,
now
it's going to
take us through these shallows.
be
Careful not to
easier
run up on them.
to make
The
a tight turn
sandbars
the
will
slower
slow
you're
us
going.
down, but the rocks will put a hole through a hole. And if you want to make a quick tack, call for half sail. She's more maneuverable then.
See?
Mind those other vessels. Hold your tack to keep your right of way. Full sail. Unfurl everything. Full sail.
like I mentioned in previous videos, I used to serve in the Navy.
Rogue wind!
I used to serve in the Navy. I could not imagine what it was like back then, you know, in the 1700s, you know, early 18th century, sailing around on sailed ships, you know, the food. I mean, obviously the conditions were a lot worse than they are in, you know, present day Navy conditions. But it's definitely an interesting time, and these naval missions that you do here, privateering and all that stuff, I mean, it's a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I actually sat here one night and did like almost every single side mission except for the Captain Kidd stuff, which I am going to record for you guys, because it's not just, you know, going out sailing around, and there are full sinking instances right there for that.
No sail, haul in everything.
And right here, if you want to stop completely, you know, take down all the sail and just keep tapping circle, slow it down. But, you know, we just completed our first objective, optional objective there, taking no damage.
Oh, hello, Miss Mandy. You're looking every bit as ravishing as I remember.
After all these years, you sail all the way to the vineyard to pay me compliments?
We are looking for David and Richard Clutterbuck.
Nice to see you, too.
Robert Faulkner. Where the hell you been?
Sorry for leaving like I did, lads, but where I was going, no one could know. You two working much?
No. Between contracts at the moment.
Well, we're looking for gunnery officers. What would you two say to working with me again?
We'd be for getting into a few more scraps.
Good show.
The Aquila is a fine vessel. We're fitting all the guns as we speak.
Looks like your friend's about to catch a beating.
Where is Charles Lee?
I don't much care
church.
for tone, boy.
Hey, you don't want to be doing that, Biddle.
Bobby Faulkner turned to wet nursing. It's good you finally realize you're a shite sailor.
Whoa, 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 not in here, gentlemen. Better still, not at all. Bobby, take your friends and get out!
Let's go,
That would
boys.
be
Our
Nicholas
guns will
Biddle
be
there.
ready. Come on.
Apparently he's a Templar. He actually was a Navy captain. He's one of the first 5 of captains in the Continental Navy during the American Revolution. Served first aboard the USS Franklin, and then later on the USS Randolph. Actually had a very good naval career. Now, I know you're going to look here and you're going to see Connor's in his assassin's uniform. This is what happened, okay? I actually did too well on this portion of the sequence, alright, of this mission here, and failed the full synchronization. So I went back. I played ahead, and then I went back and I replayed this sequence for you guys, just so I could show you guys how to get full synchronization on it. So that's why Connor's already in his assassin's uniform in this portion of the video.
Guns ready?
Aye, but we won't jump in over our heads. We'll find a suitable target and show you how they work. We've fitted her with a modest amount of guns to start, but rest assured there's ample room to add more should you feel the need.
So as soon as we get up here, this area right here, we're going to go through like basically a tutorial on how to fire the weapons.
Looks like a British frigate with half seas over. Should do nicely for a spotted target practice. Bring around broadside, and when all guns are on target, call fire.
So you hold R1 is for your broadsides, L1 is for your swivel guns. That white area right there, anything in that area is going to get hit by a cannonball. So, and that includes friendly ships, so you have to be careful of that.
Now, Aim all guns at her bow and do as much damage as possible.
On me! Fire!
It's as easy as that.
Powder in there!
Good. Now
Swivel guns are a little trickier because I mean they do add, you know, they are more precise, but you have to, the targets never, you know, hold still. You have to see how, you know, it swivels around there a little bit like that. You have to make sure, you know, you've got red. When you got red, let go of the L1 and it'll fire. Yeah, in order to prepare to fire too, you can hold R1 or L1, whichever one's your, you know, until your shot's actually lined up, and then release it and it'll fire.
We'll make a jack tar out of you yet. Now we should be getting back. The old man is like to have my hide for keeping you out so long.
Full sail! Gunboats are about!
Why is he shooting at us?
On my mark!
Right there. Now you see the red area in front of the ships right there that you're fighting. Alright, well first off, optional objectives. We have to sink 2 ships with the swivel guns, and then we have to brace for impact twice. Alright, so we just, you know, completed the 2 ships with the swivel guns 1. Now we have to brace for impact 3 times. I'll go over the braces for impact thing. You know, and right there you can see how you can utterly fail with the swivel guns by not shooting. You also have to take into account when you're firing the waves. Later missions when you do the privateering stuff and everything, like, you're going to be sailing around and fighting in some really bad weather, and you're going to have some waves that will end up blocking your shots sometimes if you don't time them properly. This is the portion where we have to, you know, where we learn how to brace for impact. So basically, the ship's coming. When you see that red cone coming down, I mean, you want to brace for impact. That will lessen the damage on the ship. Okay, so right there, you know, we got our first successful brace against them. When you go do this, all right, like I said, it's easy to do too well on this portion and fail it. Here we are, going to brace again. Now, what I mean by how I failed it before by doing too well, I sank this English frigate before I had to brace for impact 3 times. So, yeah, that was kind of frustrating. That was like, I think that's one of the few optional objectives that you'll have in this game where you'll actually fail for doing too well. I think they were actually going to miss us anyways, but in any naval engagement though, especially when you're going up against frigates like this, there's a tactic that was consistently used every time in ships combat like this, and they called it crossing the T, and that's basically whenever you have the enemy ship. Alright, you want to be able to get one of your either your quarter starboard side, one of your broadsides, and your can broadsides. You want to be able to line up the side of your ship basically perpendicular with the enemy ship. But you want to do it with either their bow or their stern. That's basically how you can do the absolute most damage. And I'm pretty sure I get a good T on this frigate here in a second, where I will show you how that's done. But yeah, crossing the T on the enemy ships, that's the best way you can do the most damage to them, and they're not going to be able to do much damage to you. Like right there, yeah, just lift them up right there with that broadside. And then use the swivel guns, take up, you know, the powder keg, and that sinks it. And that's basically it for this sequence right here. There is a cutscene though, very important cutscene I feel, that you guys should watch and all that, coming up here. But that's basically it for this sequence, for this portion of the mission and this sequence altogether. After this, we're going to go into sequence 6, where we're, as you'll see here soon, where you're actually a full-grown Connor, and you actually earn the uniform that the robes that we're wearing right now.
I got 'em! All of 'em! You get what I need, and I'll give 'em to you. Simple. You got a ship. Could find 'em all to boot.
Who is that man?
Him? Some old salt always on about letters he's got from Captain Kidd. Nonsense, really, but he doesn't hurt no one, so I'll leave him be. Talk to him if you fancy, but be warned he'll chew your ear off. Anyway, the Aquila's here for you. If you should get a pang for the open sea, we'll be waiting. Now, I implore you to head up the hill before the old man comes out of retirement just for me.
3 weeks, and not even a goodbye before you left.
Sorry.
Well, what are you waiting for? Put them on. Once upon a time, we had a ceremony on such occasions. But I don't think either of us are really the type for that. You've your tools and training, your targets and goals. And now you have your title. Welcome to the Brotherhood, Connor.
And that's going to wrap it up for sequence 5. Let me know. I hope this helped you guys out. Like I said, the crossing the T thing, naval engagements, works every time. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, though. If you liked the video, please do so by giving it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Until next time, you guys all take care. Bye.